Greetings LEGO fans! Today I wish I were building for you this giant Batmobile, but unfortunately I just don't have the time. In its place, I will be building for you this smaller edition of the same kit, the limited edition 1989 Batmobile. This only came with the purchase of this Batmobile for the first week of its release, after which time I have no idea if it will be available or not. This is kit number 40433 and has 366 pieces, and has a striking resemblance to this Batmobile, which I built only a few weeks ago. And at the time I had built this kit, I had said at the end of the video, and this concludes the review of the final Batman kit I have in my inventory. But I can't imagine it'll be all that long before LEGO releases another one. And here we are with not just one, but two more Batmobiles released 4 weeks after I put that video up. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy to see more Batmobile come my way, and I'm very happy to have two to bring to you in the near future. But for today, off to this one, and let's see what we have in the box so we can get the build started. While I do wish I had time to build a bigger one, this small one definitely does not disappoint. Holding true to the original design, this one doesn't lack any of the design elements that make the 1989 Batmobile something special. With the distinctive round tip nose, those sleek curves down the center of the hood, a pair of stud shooters in place of the pop-up machine guns, those sleek curved covers over the front wheel wells, that massive air intake in the center, with those big beefy tires in the back, those iconic fins mounted just above them, which lead down to the quad taillights, the quad tailpipes, and of course, this big flame jetting out the back, which I'm happy to report is linked to the rear wheels, so as you spin those wheels, so does the flame. Flipping over the cockpit lid, we see seating for one, the steering wheel, and the various dials and gauges that Batman needs to do his job. And that brings us to the display stand, which has this little plaque in the front giving you some stats about the Batmobile, and this little rotating disc that you can mount the Batmobile on so you can rotate it and view it from all angles. Before signing off on this review, I feel I need to comment on the similarities between this one and the other Batmobile I released just a few weeks ago. While there's definitely distinctive features that make each one unique, it's also very clear to me how the design of these two is very similar. About the same shape, about the same size, same cockpit, same spinning flame in the back. As much as I appreciate LEGO giving out this beautiful little freebie with the big Batmobile kit, I do feel it's a little too similar to this past one, so it loses a little bit of points on originality, but still, I love it, I'm gonna keep it, and this other one, that's probably the one that ends up in my part bin in the long run. As we wrap up the review for this smaller Batmobile, I'd like you to know that the larger edition of this same kit has now been built, and it is most definitely one of my favorite kits to date. Stay tuned, the review for this one is only a few weeks away. Until then, have a good one, and I hope to see you back here next week.